I thought I would take you through my day to show you how I integrate certain habits that are honestly so second nature for me to keep my home clutter-free, organized, tidy, looking the way I want it, if I'm being frank, so that I can be more at peace at home, not feel anxious at home, not feel like I have this running to-do list. The research shows that women typically can't relax because they have so many things going on in the back of their minds, whereas their partners might not feel the same pull to clear the sink of dirty dishes and make the bed and pick up the toys and do the laundry. Women do, okay? At least this one does. I'll just speak for myself over here. I thought I would take you through my day and show you exactly what I do, the habits that I have cultivated over the years, having 3 kids. But first, if you are new here, my name is Julie. Like, my name is Julie, yes. This is the name I've been called. My home is my sanctuary. We recently just moved into a beautiful, old but new home that is a lot bigger than any home I've lived in before, and it is really great to have a lot of space, but obviously the more space you have, the more opportunity for clutter. So I wanted to show you little bits around my home and also just how I keep it tidy. That's basically what we're gonna do today. Hope you'll stick around. So I'm gonna start off, for sake of simplicity, with the morning because that just makes sense. But I want you to watch until the end because really it's the night before that sets up the day and helps us get a little bit ahead. So make sure you stay until the end. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like if you like videos that are here to help you improve your life, keep your home clean and decluttered so you can do the things that are actually important to you. And let's jump right in. So every morning, whether everyone is still here or they've gone to school or I've come back from taking them to school because no morning is the same, I will try and do kind of what I call a superficial tidy in the morning, like first thing. That's when I usually have the most energy, I'm the most motivated. Obviously, you know, everyone's woken up and ruffled things around. I like to do a sort of superficial check. So kids' bedroom, our bedroom, the kitchen, the living room, bathroom. Then I will kind of go through that and just tidy up what I can and then kind of make a mental note of what I need to do when I have enough time. If we haven't already, I go and open all the blinds, I open windows that I can, let in a lot of fresh air, just kind of wake up the house after we've all been sleeping and snoring the night before. Whilst I do encourage my children to put their clothes in the washing machine, we actually don't have a laundry hamper anywhere in the house. So we go straight to the source, we go straight to the washing machine. Trust me, the clothes don't stay there very long because we wash so often. But if there are some leftover clothes, or I think we need to wash pajamas, maybe we're changing the sheets, the linen, towels, whatever, I'll go put all of that into the washing machine. And typically I won't do the washing until later in the day when they've all come home and I need to wash school clothes. But if there was washing maybe from the night before, or I don't know, something happened, you never know with children, so many things can happen that could cause you to do an emergency load of laundry, then I will go ahead and do it. But typically I kind of leave the washing, the door open, and just let the things kind of accumulate throughout the day. Laundry is fluid. There are no rules, except you need to wash probably 1 load a day, and once you wash it, it needs to be dried, folded, and put away in short succession. Those are my rules. Then I'll usually come into the kitchen, maybe I'll get some bread going. We go through a lot of homemade bread in this house, so I'm constantly either baking some bread or feeding my sourdough starter and mixing bread together to make more bread. I will either wash the dishes in the sink or load the dishwasher, wipe down the counters. I mean, there's always crumbs and things like that. The kitchen is, you know, the hub of the home. It always needs to be reset. It can always afford a little attention. So I'll come in, clean up breakfast stuff, put things away, recalibrate. Also, because our kitchen is the center of our home with a giant island, the visual clutter makes me antsy. And I just like to have it nice and clean. So as much as I can, I try and clean off that kitchen island, which really is an island, like an actual island. Ginormous. If I've been putting off a small household project or a drawer that needs to be decluttered, or I notice something that needs to be fixed, so maybe that's something I would do then once the kids are, you know, out of the house and I can have a moment to think about what I need to do. This would be a good opportunity to do it and knock that off my mental to-do list. This may be a time when I reorganize a portion of our snack cupboard or our bakery cupboard, or where we keep our reusable bags that tends to kind of accumulate and get messy. Like literally 5-minute things that help the maintenance of keeping a clutter-free home. As the day goes on, it tends to get busier, which, you know, is not my design, but here we are. That's picking up kids from school, bringing them home. Maybe they're having that snack that's really a mini meal, but it isn't breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not something I signed up for, but here I am making them something that's too late for lunch, too early for dinner, and still requires cleaning up, washing dishes. Okay, so they're like hobbits, right? They're having secondsies in the afternoon, and then they're gonna have dinner later on. Maybe we're doing that. That means I need to clean the kitchen, just reset it again. Maybe I'm vacuuming the floor because there are always crumbs on the floor. Again, I'm just doing small little portions as I notice them. Nothing crazy, because if you tell yourself you need to go and vacuum the whole house right now, you're probably not going to want to do it, or you're going to face a lot of mental resistance and you're not going to do it. I just like to do things very quickly. If I see something that needs attention and I have the capacity to do it, I will do it. Also, because we are doing some construction outside, there's a lot of dust, and as kids and people come in and out through our house, there are always little footprints on the floor, so sometimes I will quickly go and vacuum and quickly mop that area. Kind of a losing battle until this is finished, but it's better to just get on top of it and not track that dust, which I've been told is not very good to be under your feet. Like, there's some chemicals in it that are not good for your skin to absorb, so I need to be on top of that. And then also, just why not, I notice a lot of little fingers on the windows and sliding doors. You know, I'm not mentioning names, but I try and just kind of stay on top of that, because to me, window grime is very obvious when you walk into this house. So I try and just wipe down the windows. Again, takes like 30 seconds. So now it's around about time to prep dinner. In an ideal world, I would start prepping dinner around 4:30, or if I needed to, take something out in the morning to defrost and be ready to go. That doesn't always work, but I try, and I always clean up as I make dinner. There is no idle hands at this point, because it is all systems go. It is usually a time of day that arguably is my hardest time of day. That's sort of from 4 o'clock until bedtime. Not until my bedtime, until kids' bedtime time. Let me know how you feel. It's like struggle bus for me. So I am trying to do as much as I can while I have the momentum. If I'm making dinner and I'm up and about, I mean, I'm not relaxing on the couch anyway. I might as well clean up as I go. Maybe I'm unpacking, helping the kids unpack their backpacks, unpack their lunch boxes. All this kind of stuff is happening while we're making dinner, and I do encourage them to help me as much as possible. It's easier, if I'm honest, to do it myself. I'm probably going to do it quicker and better because I've had a lot more experience than they have, but I really am determined to train them to be good human beings. No one wants to live with somebody who doesn't know how to operate a dishwasher or washing machine, right? So as much as I can incorporate them into the daily chores based on their age and tolerance, I will do it. Then once dinner is done, and this is really what I mean by using your night to set you up for success, I will run the dishwasher. I don't know about you. Our shortest cycle in the dishwasher that I can determine is express wash, and it still seems to take like an hour. So the sooner I can get the dishwasher going, the sooner I'll be able to unpack the dishwasher, preferably before the next day, so that it's just one less thing that we have to do in the morning, and I really like that. If I haven't already, I'll run a load of laundry and then hopefully have time for it to dry and fold it. Then once the kids are in bed, which, you know, is becoming harder and harder, I feel like, as they get older, because they want to stay up later. They're not tired, and I love them, obviously. I love having them around, but I love peace and quiet and having the time to myself. But once they're in bed, I usually take this opportunity to listen to an audiobook. That's a huge hack of mine, or a podcast, because it helps me stay awake and like motivated to get up and do things versus just lying in bed. Then I'm gonna want to fall asleep. I will listen to a podcast or a book and then unpack the dishwasher, fold the laundry, just do any minor outstanding thing, and like set the kitchen and the house up for the next day. And then basically, you know the drill. It's wash, rinse, repeat for the rest of time. So those are things that I do every day. That's taking you through my whole day from morning to night, from when I wake up until I go to bed, that really keep my home looking its best and prepared for visitors if someone had to pop by. Not that they do, but if they had to. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you can take some of this and incorporate it into your own routine. Let me know what you do to keep your home clutter-free and tidy, keep your sanity. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, I love you so much. Like, the camera can't even convey how much I love you. That's because it's infinity. I really appreciate you being here, taking your most valuable resource, your time, to spend with me, and I hope you got something out of this video of value, and I can't wait to see you in my next one.
Gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away.